Oh my God. I do not believe what just happened on American Idol. And let me tell you, I really want to sing, and I am telling you right now. But Idol is always on me about the music copyright stuff, so I can't do it and get this video out to everybody all over the world who needs to watch it. So just sing it to yourself right now. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc with your no frills American Idol commentary from a singer. Let me tell you, okay, so in the opening credits tonight while they were running everything, I noticed the words, "Another shocker rocks Idol." And I was like, immediately like, okay, so what's gonna happen? Something that's not expected happens tonight. And I was just waiting every minute to see what happened, right? But we are going to have to wait to get to the end of the commentary to find out exactly what it was if you haven't seen the show already, because I want to run it on down and tell you what happened. Ryan Seacrest announced that 53 million votes came in last night, and that is quite a bit. He usually announces like, oh, 20 million, 30 million, but 53 million came in last night. That's a lot of votes. The top 7 started out by singing "Dancing in the Streets" by Martha and the Vandellas. Did they have Colton and Joshua looking like twins? They were kind of, to me, and they came down singing together. I was like, they trying to dress them alike or something. And Jessica's mic didn't come on when she came on. So, you know, just another little mess up there. I thought they all sounded pretty good, and the break dancers and the balloons from the sky added some fun to the mix for me. I really enjoyed this performance. The Ford music video had them watching themselves in the solar system with crazy costumes on and stuff, so that was really enjoyable. And now we get to the first set of results. Ryan called up Joshua and Hollie to get their, comments and stuff like that from all the judges, and Jimmy did a little recap and all that. And Jimmy said they could have a long run with Joshua as a record company if they find a song like "A Change Is Gonna Come" for him. And Joshua said that he almost didn't get on the plane because he's claustrophobic. He just got on the plane, he started to walk off, and then his sister calmed him down and finally got him to stay on. And that's interesting, like that he might have missed this chance because, he has a fear. And he said a lot of his people in his family have different fears of different things. Taylor Hicks was in the audience and announced that he'll be performing in Vegas this summer. So what? Then Kris Allen debuted his first single from his new upcoming album, The Vision of Love. I liked Kris when he was on the show, but he wasn't such a great showman then. He has grown so much, and I liked him quite a bit today. His vocals were great, but I didn't like the rotating piano thing. I would have got dizzy just going around and around and around. I didn't like the idea. I didn't like the execution of it. And I wanted to ask you guys, what genre do you think this song fits in? And what stations do you think it would play on? So pop that down in the comments for me. Let me know, because I couldn't really place it just from hearing the song. And I have heard it before on YouTube. Make sure if you are enjoying this commentary that you thumb it up, give me your support. Let other people know that you are loving the commentary from Robert Anton. All right. Back to the results. Oh, did I forget to say that Joshua is safe and Hollie is in the bottom 3. No surprise there. Then Ryan calls up Skylar and Elise. And Jimmy says Skylar gets better and better every week. I totally agree. And she's the best performer on the show. I do think she's one of the best performers on the show. There's 3 people that are really great on this show, like at just performing and working the crowd. He said Elise's choice of Marvin Gaye might send her home this week. I thought it was a pretty bad choice, but I think Elise is always on kind of a rocky road right now because she doesn't have the followers of some of the others. And she's seen as the older one and, maybe not as marketable, but she has a lot of talent, and that is why she is still there. Skylar ends up being safe, and Elise is again in the bottom 3, what Jimmy calls her vacation home. I love the Ryan Seacrest tribute to Dick Clark. Let me tell you, just beautiful. He said that Dick Clark is his mentor, and the person he looks up to the most, and he is definitely becoming the next or the Dick Clark of this generation. I remember, just very briefly, watching New Year's Rockin' Eve every year since I was a kid. And, He is just, I would dream about moving to New York City, and I actually finally did. Just being here is such a wonderful thing, and he is one of my first inspirations about, just coming to New York City. So again, I rushed it yesterday because it was a really long commentary, and I cut out a lot of his stuff. But just again, rest in peace, Dick Clark, and you will be remembered. Oh, you always, every New Year's Eve, you would definitely be remembered in my heart. So LMFAO comes on to perform Sorry for Party Rocking. First thing I thought is, any of the idols up there sing better, easily sing better, and are better vocalists than these guys. Okay, just the vocals were just all over the place and just not, just not good. Okay, and the song is just a rehash of party rock. And I wrote on Twitter, I was like, I wonder how long they're going to be chasing, the love that they got for party rock, because that was a huge hit, and I don't know if they're ever going to have anything as big as that, especially with those vocals. I wasn't really into their performance, but seeing Ryan step over the bodies and stuff at the end was all worth it. He was like stepping over dead bodies or minefields or something. Back to the results. Ryan called up Phillip, Colton, and Jessica. Jimmy said Jessica is singing songs too old for her, and he said that's part of his problem. I think she can just sing any old thing, but maybe he said she's not connecting with some of her audience, because I just think they're trying to find a way to figure out why she was in the bottom, and I think that it was all made up anyway, so I'm not even going to go there. He said Phillip could have written the Usher song himself, but he didn't like his Wilson Pickett rendition, and he didn't like the Gaga look for Colton. He said he didn't like the vocal, he didn't like the song choice, he didn't like the look, and he didn't like the performance. Phillip is safe, Jessica is safe, and Colton is in the bottom three. Oh my God. I'm thinking, oh my God, this is the shocker. Colton is the first time in the bottom three. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now I want to give a shout out to my one follower who got it perfectly right. The bottom three, Hollie, Elise, and Colton, Mr. Young Fee. I might annotate it if I remember over here, but he got it all right. We talk on Twitter, and he was joking with me like, "Oh yeah, you should give me a shout out because," but he got it. One of my ping, I think he's ping. How you say it? He's from the Philippines. And Elise was sent back to safety first. Colton and Hollie are in the bottom two. Hollie is safe, and Colton goes home. Oh, now that is really a shocker. Colton goes home, and his sister's in audience, and she is crying like, she's bawling her eyes out. So Colton I think Colton is just great. I think he's a great individual. He did not even plan to audition. They made him audition, and he made it all the way here. And I think that is a huge accomplishment. He apologized to the judges. He said he wasn't himself yesterday, and he said that he'll take their advice when he's making a record, because he thinks that they got many things that they said right about who he is. And he was trying to step outside, trying to do something different. But, when you're boxing with things, especially in the industry, and people are saying, this is not you, and they try to put you in a box sometimes, at least to break you as an artist. A lot of times, after all the marketing research and everything they've done on you, you get in that box, they make you a star, then you can branch out and do exactly what you want to do. And you'll already have the followers who will be willing to follow you wherever you decide to go. But just breaking you as an artist, sometimes it's the way that you're naturally seen by everybody. And I think he got that in this being sent home. And I just wish him the best. They let Colton sing us off of the credits and everything, and he sang his Lifehouse song, everything. And he got on his knees, it's a worship song, and sang it. It was just, I thought it was a very powerful moment. Very, very touching. What did you guys think of this shocking elimination? Because it was a shocking elimination. Seriously, to have never been in the bottom three and be going home. We wish you the best, Colton. This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc with your American Idol No Frills commentary from a singer. Don't forget that I am a singer. I have original music here on YouTube. Please go check it out, my originals playlist. And I also do the So You Want to Be a Singer series here on YouTube, teaching young people who think they might want to be professional singers how to go about getting into the business. All right, I'm out. Peace.